Hi everyone, and welcome to the Women of Sweet Swine County, where we share small town stories with big town attitude. And here with me again today is the ever beautiful Paris. Hi Paris.
Thank you,
How's it going?
It's going very well. I've been
Awesome.
doing a little bit of snooping.
I know you've been so prepared lately. I'm just kind of blown away by the whole thing.
I've been doing some snooping online. I've been in the mailroom. I've been researching our guests. I am so tired, Prairie, and you are just lucky that I made it to the show today.
Is it that new guy that Cousin John hired? Could that be?
You know, I don't talk about that.
Okay.
But before we get started,
okay,
I have to tell you something. I have printed something out because I know that if I just sit here and tell you, you're not going to believe it.
Okay.
I found some very good, juicy gossip.
Ooh.
Let's call it juicy gossip. On that website, sweetswinescoop.com.
Not poop, but the scoop.
No, not the poop, the scoop. There is
Okay.
a story on there you will not believe.
Wow.
Will
you share it with me and the audience?
I will definitely share it. Like I said, I had to print it out. For one, it's long, and for another, you're not going to believe this.
Ooh, it is kind of long. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you read it to me?
It says, Sweet Swine Scoop has learned that none of the new promo videos for the shows filmed in Sweet Swine County are going to be aired in Sweet Swine County.
No, you're kidding me.
When asked about the shocking news, Cluck TV owner Cousin John told The Scoop, and I quote, "We at Cluck TV have an agreement with OSP," do you know who that is?
Our Story Productions.
Correct.
Yep,
to air all our promo videos on all of their television stations outside Sweet Swine County. This agreement does not include the 47 Sweet Swine County households that have cable TV.
Really? So what's he trying to save, a dime?
I don't know. I printed it out so you can see.
Yeah, you're right. It's printed there, big as life. Can't imagine
more. Cousin John has another quote.
Oh my gosh.
And it says, Cousin John goes on to say, and again, I quote, "Because the new promos will not be aired in Sweet Swine County, I made an agreement with my sidekick, Earl Silo, to stop at every home in Sweet Swine County and act out the new promos."
I think Cousin John has lost his mind. Earl Silo is really going to go from home to home and act out the promos.
Do you want to know why?
How's he going to act out our promo? Why?
Cousin John ends with, and again I quote, "This will save us money. And besides, our citizens like the personal touch."
Like
End quote.
a dime?
I don't know, probably. That's what it says in the Sweet Swine Scoop. It's right here. I printed it out. SweetSwineScoop.com.
Paris, whatever.
Not the poop. You know it's true if it comes
It's
from the scoop.
Not the poop.
Exactly.
Absolutely. But what do you say? Let's look at our promo. Let's show our viewing audience our promo.
Good idea.
Okay.
Let's roll the tape, Lewis.
Get ready, because now you can watch a full of fun daytime talk show that shares the latest and greatest news about the people, places, and events found all over our story country. The Women of Sweet Swine County, hosted by 3 sassy ladies that tell small town stories with big town attitude. Now on this station and the web.
What do you think, Paris? Wasn't that a great promo? And all of our viewers in Sweet Swine County have seen it now.
Yeah.
Yay.
I do kind of like it,
Take
but
that, Cousin John.
kind of afraid that, and
what are you
kind of sorry that I brought it. I'm afraid of Cousin John. Who's not afraid of him? Well, I mean, I have my charming ways with him, but still, I'm sorry I brought it up because, you know.
Oh, I know. But you know what? Why don't we read one of those viewer emails that everybody loves so much? We'll just keep the show rolling along here.
Exactly. I was down in the mailroom, as you know, and I chose a great letter because there's a surprise at the end of the letter.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another letter that asks...
Ladies, are you listening?
This letter comes from Kathy Merrill in Cowpie Ridge, right here in Sweet Swine County. She says, "Ladies, I caught your show last week for the first time." What? For
the first time? What is wrong with her?
I don't know. And found your sass to be a bit shocking, but somehow intriguing. But that is not what I wanted to share with you today. I wanted to tell you about a place outside Sweet Swine County that I recently visited. Located in Jackson, Minnesota, in Jackson County, you will find Cat's Hog Heaven.
Ooh, hog heaven.
Former hog farmers Cat and Bill Stefan, I think it's Stefan.
Stefan or Stevens?
Stefan, I think. They know something about good food. The couple turned an occasional lunchtime concession truck into a full-time food venture, opening Cat's Hog Heaven in 2010 to satisfy customers who couldn't get enough of their irresistible pork sandwiches.
Tasty.
Since starting with a lunch service offering an all-pork menu, the restaurant has added evening hours and expanded its menu to include steak, chicken, seafood, and hearty German dishes inspired by Cat's homeland. In the corner, a full bar beckons with bottled and draft beer, house wines, and a variety of spirits. The cozy eatery is filled with Bill's handmade oak and pine furniture and delicious smells coming from the kitchen where Cat has always enjoyed spending time. It has a down-home feel with photos from Cat and Bill's farms in Indiana and Kansas hanging on the walls, and roomy booths that invite diners to sit and stay a while. They even have t-shirts, and out of the kindness of my heart, I picked a couple up for you ladies because that is the kind of person that I am. Your friend, Kathy Merrill.
Ooh, look at Paris. Really cute t-shirts. Wow. I love them. I like the colors. I like the graphics.
Look at Cat's Hog Heaven where pigs fly.
Where pigs fly. Yay.
And how do they know black is our color?
Exactly. Black and white is the new colors.
Well, there you have it. Prairie Ann and studio audience, another letter that asks,
Ladies, are you listening?
Great job, Paris. You were so prepared today. I am so impressed.
I know.
But you know what? I think we've gotten a little bit carried away
Not
today because
us.
there's Lewis backstage saying
Giving
it's
us a
already
signal.
time to introduce our guest. Isn't that great though? Because you know what? We have a guest that we've had on before,
We've had her on
and we just
before.
love her.
Everybody loves her. We
We're,
love her.
you know, we want her back every other week. But
And she's got like this huge...
you know, she's like, I can't do it today, ladies. Maybe another time. But she's got big news for us this time.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like our promo. I mean, it's big news.
Exactly.
It is. It's
So
really
what do you
awesome.
think?
I think you need to do the honors since I've been doing the whole
I
show
would
myself.
love to. Ladies and gentlemen, from the county of Redwood, in the town of Walnut Grove, everyone give Nicole Elzenga a big hand.
Welcome back.
Well, thank you for inviting me back again. I mean, 3 times. Third time's a charm.
Exactly.
know.
We're
Well,
thrilled to have you. We'd have you
exactly.
more if you could make it. But you're so busy in Walnut Grove.
And
Can you
yes,
tell us
And we've heard, because we've heard you have really big news.
excitement things?
Big news. I myself turned 40 this year, but not just me. The TV show Little House on the Prairie that was on NBC, many years ago.
yeah.
Of course.
Turns 40 this year as well.
Really?
And the museum started just 1 month after the TV show, so we're celebrating our 40th anniversary.
Talk about serendipity, huh?
Oh, wow.
perfect.
Just
Wow.
1 month after.
1 month.
Why?
Well, Walnut Grove is such a small town,
Yeah,
and Laura's
that's-
book, On the Banks of Plum Creek, it didn't have the name of Walnut Grove in the book itself, so people didn't quite know where Walnut Grove
Where
was.
to find you.
So there's Plum Creek, but there's 3 in the state of Minnesota, so good luck trying to find us. Garth Williams, the illustrator of the series, came out and located the dugout site, said, hey, the Ingalls used to live here. Really? Nobody knew on the property. So we had a few trickle of visitors, but once Michael Landon said, hey, everybody, Walnut Grove is a great town to live in. People came and saw and wanted something to see and do. So we started a museum.
Just
Wow.
a month
And
after
just
the
to
show.
refresh everybody, in case someone doesn't remember from last time, the population of Walnut Grove is what?
We're the only town in the last census, 2012 census, that grew. We are now
Wow.
877 proud residents.
But still,
Wow.
it amazes me that a town of 800 and some odd number can pull off what you pull off. Can you kind of explain to us how you get the job done?
It is wonderful how it started. Very small, of course. Community gets together, bring all their artifacts and little antique pioneer stuff, and then open up the doors. It was free to begin with in the back of a garage,
wow.
a shop, garage shop,
Yeah.
and then we moved in a railroad depot, and then the depot came in and had more artifacts brought in, and we've grown to a 9-building complex, and that right there in
Forgot
town.
about
We are the ones you go to get the directions to go see Pa's Bell, to go see Plum Creek, to visit the campground. We were the first stop.
So you're the main go-to girl for
Yes.
everything in Walnut Grove.
In Walnut Grove, yes.
Now, do you still do the pageant? And
We
did
do,
that
yeah.
start from its very conception of your
The-
whole idea of the Walnut Grove Museum?
Well, it started because we had all these people coming and they needed something to entertain them. So the show
of course.
started in 1978 inside the sweltering hot school.
Buildings. Oh.
Wow.
So we had, 400 people in the gym.
Oh, wow.
Very, very uncomfortable. So the next year they decided to go outside of town to a natural amphitheater that's out there by Plum Creek.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
perfect.
And so now every year it's held out there. Live action, all volunteer cast, live animals, a prairie fire, all kinds of activities that go on, telling Laura's On the Banks of Plum Creek story.
And when does the pageant happen
It
again?
happens 3 weekends in July.
See, when
so-
it's nice and sunny out.
Sunny out, exactly.
Wow.
Yes, and warm, and of course you're right by Plum Creek, so you have some mosquitoes. So I always encourage people to, bring a sweater because
Your
it gets
sunscreen,
cooler.
yeah, your mosquito, your bug repellent.
Yep, a blanket,
Blankets.
chair,
And since
fun-
this
fun
is the
weekend.
anniversary of the 40th year, I bet you have some fabulous stars coming. Can you tell us who's coming to grace you at
Do you have a
Walnut Creek?
couple, 2, 3? How many?
We have 10.
10
of the little
wow.
house stars.
That's kind
wow.
of like the whole cast almost,
yeah,
isn't it?
like
a
it.
good,
Yeah, tell
a
us
good
who's
portion
coming.
of it.
Very excited, and usually we only have 1 star a year. And this time we
what I
decided,
thought.
hey, let's have
Yeah.
a reunion.
Oh, cool.
Because we've never had a reunion in Walnut Grove. It's the first time. Probably be the last time because they're the cast's not getting any younger. But we have the main stars. You have Allison Arngrim who plays Nellie.
Nellie.
She is a hoot. Oh, I wish
And
she'd
she
read
just
it.
wrote that
yes,
book,
wrote that
right?
book.
Yes, well, we
Yes.
can't say that book's
we
name
can't.
on TV, can
Exactly.
We'll get
We'll get to
blurb.
that.
We'll get, yes.
We have Almanzo Wilder, who's Dean Butler.
yes, Dean
He's
Butler.
a fabulous gentleman. He's been to Walnut Grove several times.
Oh, that's nice.
And new ones that we have not been to Walnut Grove before are Radimus Pera. He played John Sanderson Edwards.
Edwards.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
John, Mr.
Yep,
Edwards'
Mr.
adopted son.
Yes.
And he's his first year. Lucy Lee Flippin. I love her name, Lucy Lee
That
Flippin.
is-
Really flippin'.
She played Eliza Jane Wilder, Almanzo's sister.
Okay.
And then Hersha Parody. She'd be Mrs. Garvey.
Okay.
And she is just so wonderful. I mean, just seeing her on TV, I can't wait to meet her. And then the Greenbush twins, they have been
yes.
to Walnut Grove in 2008, but
Carrie,
Carrie,
right?
And they'll be there. And first time for us, even though we've had a lock of their hair and a pretty dress from them for years and years, the Turnbaugh twins, who played Baby Grace. So we have 2 of the Ingalls girls coming to Walnut Grove.
Oh,
That's 2, 4, I believe that's 10.
Wow.
It's a nice cast that's coming. They all get along really well. Oh, Miss Beadle is going to put me in the corner
Why?
because Charlotte Stewart's coming too. She is. She
So-
played Miss Beadle,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm sure as soon as she sees
Beautiful
me, she's
Miss
going to put me in
Beadle.
the
Yeah,
corner.
she probably will.
Just like where Willie was always at.
I was
Exactly.
just thinking that same thing. I remember him in,
We have a lot of
Wilson
fun
in
when the
corner.
cast come in. We try to keep it so it's planned out for the guests, the fans of the show. So we have autograph sessions planned.
I was just going to ask
Yes,
that.
yes.
Wow.
We have 3 days, July 25th, 26th, and 27th. And July 25th and 26th will be a special show at
Of the
7 o'clock
pageant?
at the pageant site for the stars for an hour and a half. They'll be presenting, and then the pageant will start right after that. So it's going to be, again, an epic event.
Yeah.
I don't use that word
So
often.
will they talk about like what went on behind the scenes, and you get all the scoop and
Yes,
dish and the
yes,
dirt,
the
and
dish
if there
and
was,
dirt.
there was any dirt
You know,
besides
no,
what
wait a
was
minute,
on
It's
Plum
such
Creek.
a cute show.
This
You
might
don't-
get
Yeah,
paid,
you don't
but
think there
Michael
would be
Landon never
dirt.
wore underwear. Can
Who?
you believe that? Michael Landon. Pa. Never had
Oh my
underwear
God,
on.
maybe
That might
I'll
be
watch that
blurred,
show
but
again
it's
this
true,
week.
audience.
Exactly.
It's true.
Wow.
All
He
those
was such
different
a-
stories.
He was such a great actor.
Yes.
Michael Landon. I heard he was such a great person. I don't know if you ever met him or
I
not. but-
have once in a dream, but no, he
Wow.
passed in 91, so
Right.
unfortunately never got to meet him. But just him using that Walnut Grove, Springfield, Sleepy Eye, Redwood Falls, I mean, audience, you know where those towns are at. He right and looked at that map and used us, and
And put you on the map.
we
Yeah.
put,
Yeah.
There are a lot of maps we're not on, but people know about us.
Exactly.
Exactly. Everybody knows about Laura Ingalls Wilder books, so everybody knows about. Like
And can
said,
you
Plum
tell us
Creek.
with the 9 buildings, what are in all of the 9 buildings that you
We have on our
constructed?
complex, we do a lot of hands-on because I go to museums and I try to touch things, and sometimes museums don't like you to touch
No,
things.
they don't.
So I decided, hey, let's have some hands-on, and then just Laura history, telling about the real Laura, the
Right.
3 Lauras, the book Laura, the real Laura, and of course the TV Laura, I love.
Yeah. Exactly.
And grew up watching the show. I love it. There's an outhouse. Please don't use
nice.
it. Please don't use it.
Does it have that? What did they use? Like, wasn't it a Sears catalog or something?
Sears
in there?
catalog, corn cobs, I
Oh,
mean, all
gosh.
kinds of things in there.
Never.
Peach wrap, the wrapping from Peaches, you'd use that too. I'm not an outhouse fan, but it's a
No.
very cool exhibit.
Still.
And we did build a dugout, just like Laura in her books, 10 by 10, hole in the ground
Really?
structure. We kind of fudged because we didn't have a hill, but you can go inside of it and feel like it would be like Laura Ingalls growing up in 1874 inside of a hole in the ground.
Oh, wow.
Just 5 people living that little hole.
Isn't that
It's kind of
something?
interesting to
Yeah, it would be.
Claustrophobic, maybe?
a little bit.
Oh, wow.
So that we have those plans. The museum always growing, more exhibits. We did a special exhibit for the Little House Stars because we had
Whoa.
to, and of course the
Why not?
anniversary. And
And
just
gift
so much
shop, I
fun.
suppose you have the gift
Oh,
shop
we
all
have a
stocked.
wonderful
Are
gift
there any
shop.
like new things in the gift shop we should know about
we do.
this year?
Actually, the fun things, and I brought one for everybody in the audience. And
Ooh, some
this
new
spring Charlotte doll, I brought some goodies for you this time. We finally have ladies' T-shirts. Sorry, men. You can just give it to your
nice.
girlfriends or your wives.
Oh,
And
cute.
It's a nice
Ingalls
V-neck.
Wilder Walnut
I love
Grove.
this 74 when
I
the
do
show and the
too.
museum started.
That's right.
Yeah.
And when
Nice.
Laura Ingalls Wilder came to Walnut Grove for the first time in 1874.
I was going to say, because
So,
the TV
There's
show
too
was
many
100
coincidences,
years
isn't
there?
after she came, which is, yeah.
And
What
then,
else do you have?
Of course, I have here
Let's just bring
a
it
whole
all up.
pile of goodies. Sorry about that.
Calendar.
I have brand new, hot off the press calendar.
2015
Wow.
for next year.
All of the Laura sites are featured in here.
Okay, so that's got all the buildings that are on the
Oh,
complex.
wow.
No, actually, only has a few of our pictures, but all of the sites that Laura lived at.
Oh, okay.
nice.
Better
And,
yet.
Mansfield,
and all
Missouri,
the-
DeSchmidt, South
Better yet.
Dakota,
Kansas,
Burr Oak,
Independence,
Pepin.
Kansas.
My favorite is our brand new book that came out last August. It's all about Walnut Grove, so you learn a lot of history, but it also has a lot of information on the TV show, which has never really been published. William Anderson is the go-to person for Laura history.
Okay.
And
Now,
wrote
is
this
he
for
from
us.
Walnut Grove or is he from
He-
somewhere else?
He fell in love with Laura when he was about 12.
Okay.
And he
wow.
wanted to find out where Walnut Grove was. And of course, as I said before, there's 3 Plum Creeks in Minnesota, so he couldn't find it. Wrote a letter to the state, and the state gave him a topographic map of all the lakes and creeks of Minnesota.
So he's the one you mentioned before who went out and actually found.
that was Garth Williams, the illustrator.
Oh, that was that. See,
This
William
gentleman
Williams.
fell in love with Laura, and so he decided to go to college at SDSU over in Brookings, and then he ended up writing his first book about Laura when he was 15.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So you will
Let
find
me
a
see
lot
it.
of books in our gift store
Holy
by
cow.
William Anderson.
Kind of an overachiever, huh?
He's,
Wowza.
again, very excited, and
Wow.
we stay in
Oh,
good
wow.
contact, and there's
signed
interviews
photo.
with the TV stars. There's, the Japanese Little House group that comes over every few years that just love Laura. They love Laura in Japan
Oh, really?
and
Just
in
the
Germany.
kind of a cult following
It
of
is.
That
That
is
is
too
nice.
wild.
And
Wow.
France, of course, loves Nellie. Because, Nellie's so polite. She's never, ever mean to anybody.
Oh,
a little
of course.
snobbish,
Oh
like
my
the
God.
French. Oh, oui.
So all these things are available in the gift store. So you can come on over, say hi to me, or you can
Nice.
also buy them on our website. So we do have an online gift store. WalnutGrove.org has the lodgings, has directions, has all kinds of fun information. And we do, Dean Butler, who played Almanzo, was
Right.
kind enough to do a promo for us. So
Oh,
we're hoping to get that
nice.
link on there as
Ooh.
well. And it's on YouTube, because we all love YouTube.
Exactly.
And it'll be on
Exactly.
Sweet Swine, too,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
On Cluck TV, I'm
Yes.
sure. Yeah. Hello.
And here we have our
Oh,
poster.
pretty. Oh,
the pageant
that
poster.
If you want a poster, I will send you a poster for free,
Pageant
no problem.
poster.
You can hang that up.
Oh, we'll have
around
to
your town.
put that up in the
Yeah.
giddy up. Can we
I
do
think
that,
so,
Nicole? Put it in the
too.
giddy up?
Yes, ma'am.
I just really love this
I
t-shirt.
do, too. It's
Yeah,
so
I know.
cute.
And how many of these did you bring? Did you bring enough for just Prairie Ann and I, or did you
No,
bring?
no. I brought enough T-shirts, books, and calendars for the whole
Audience, look how generous they are on Walnut
Coming
Grove.
here.
Oh, thank you, Nicole.
I was
And the
just
studio
gonna say,
audience, thank you.
yeah.
This is amazing.
And hopefully
love
a few
these
of the studio
Wow.
audience have been here before, so
So
they have a
giving.
nice collection.
Oh, yes.
Exactly,
We'll have
they
our own
will.
museum. We'll have our own
Yay.
little house on the prairie museum with all of our things.
Exactly.
And if you'd
good
like to get your
information.
own little brochure so you can have all the up-to-date information, just go on our website, you can download
Okay.
it,
And-
or give me a call, I'll mail you one.
If you need a hotel room and you're coming from a distance, what is the closest town that?
I usually refer to Marshall or
Okay.
Redwood Falls. Those are probably the closest, because I'm sure the other ones are already all taken. Walnut Grove, unfortunately, only has 877 people, so it does not have a hotel.
Hotel, that's what I
Right.
wondered, yeah, so.
And it does have a
How about
lovely
camping?
campground.
Yeah,
Yes, it
that's
does
what I
have
was
a
going to
lovely
say. If someone
campground.
wanted to bring their camper, they would.
Yep,
Or
there's
their
a-
tents or
And
is.
a pretty good sized
is.
campground for everybody coming?
I'm sorry to say the campground's already full for.
Oh my,
Oh, wow.
see? You got to
And
plan
you have
ahead
one,
when
two,
you're
three,
coming
four,
to
five,
the.
You have 6 listed here. Wow.
So,
That's
and
amazing.
We always, there's a new hotel that's being built in Marshall as well, so that's an opportunity to have more lodging. It's 30
Nice.
miles
So
away.
do you get
and
volunteers? You have to get volunteers from outside of Walnut Grove, don't you? Or just, is this totally a Walnut Grove production?
It's pretty much a Walnut Grove
Wow,
production,
I'm
but we
just-
have
I'm
cast
amazed.
members that come in because they're so excited. Like last year, we had a little girl from northeast Minnesota, and she played. Was she Laura last year? And she just loved
wow.
it. They camped out in the campground, and for the whole year, for the whole season, she was in town with her
Oh,
father.
wow.
And, so people do come in from other areas.
And just stay there for a
Yeah,
while?
for a little while, or drive. It's a lot of fun. My daughter was in it for 9 years, and she was Laura her first year. So
Oh,
she's
fun.
won't read the books because, Mom, I lived it.
I
Oh,
lived it.
wow.
I don't have
So-
to. She was just channeling
Yes.
Laura, so, you know.
And we have a
that's-
lot of things to do in town besides just. Of course,
Just
you
the-
got to go to
yeah.
the museum.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And
And
the
the
gift
gift
Foremost,
shop.
Go to the museum
And
first
I
and foremost.
encourage, please bring a towel because you're going to want to get your feet wet in Plum Creek and see if you can get some leeches on your legs.
Oh.
Ew, no way.
That's
Really?
what Laura did. You
I
have to
know,
do it.
but
No,
yeah.
but there are. I draw.
So
the
is
line.
there really leeches in there?
There's little leeches. They're
Little
not very
leeches,
big,
not
though.
very big.
And then we do have Lake Laura, so you can go swimming while you're in town, go fishing if you want to bring your fishing pole. Laura loved to fish on the TV show.
Yes, I
Yep.
remember that too.
And a restaurant, Snelly's Cafe, go for a piece of pie. Our Walnut Grove Bar and Grill, you got to go there because it's one of my favorite places to be. Great food and good people. And you can get gas at the gas station, Hoyt Oil. It's now Sinclair Gas. I
And
always
there's only
forget.
800 people. 877 people
Mind
in
blown.
town. There's wow.
Two cool stores. So if you like antiques, ladies, make sure you
Ooh,
bring your trunk
doesn't?
empty. We have Antique Shop,
Bring it.
Fond Memories,
Bring
and
your
then we
trailer.
also have
I'll bring my
Junk
trailer.
with Purpose, which I
Ooh,
love
that
going
sounds
to the
What was that
back
called?
room. Junk with Purpose.
Oh, Junk
Purpose.
with Purpose. That
Yes.
sounds like my kind of
It
store.
does.
Yes, and
Yay.
if you want to retire to Walnut Grove, we have the Country View assisted living that you can retire to Walnut Grove. It's a nice little town.
Wow.
Oh, maybe we can get Cousin John to head over
Retire
there.
to Walnut Grove.
Exactly, and we could take
Before
this
all
over
these little
and
promo things
Yeah,
happen,
before
live
these promo
promos.
things.
And of course,
happen,
small
really.
towns always have a grocery store. So our Bubai, you can go there and get your little picnic lunch to go to Plum
that would
Creek
be
and
fun.
have a nice lunch. And
Wow.
our Legion Club, it's a small town, so we always either have a VFW or have a
Or a
Legion
Legion,
Club.
Exactly.
We had the Legion Club. And the nice thing during our pageant time is the whole town pitches in. So, make sure we have all
Yeah.
these visitors fed. So
Exactly.
and we
That's
have
one
park
thing about
events.
Fed
Minnesota
and
nice,
watered.
isn't it? Fed and watered.
Exactly.
More
And-
food than what you need.
Usually
Yeah.
corn dogs and, my favorite, the foot-long hot dogs.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have a family event in the park that takes place every Saturday. So there'll be entertainment for the kids.
Even through the pageant month, you
yes,
have.
that's what we just do
Wow.
that for the pageant weekends on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot of hands-on, park vendors, people bring in their wares, their caricatures, sometimes there to draw your pretty picture of Plum Creek. I love the one he did of
Nice.
Allison a couple years ago. So cute.
Wow.
Nellie,
Yeah,
again.
that's happening.
She's one of my favorites. Yeah, good night.
Okay, I guess
I
it
cannot
looks
believe
like
this.
I am getting
the
the
wrap-up
wrap-up
sign,
sign. Is there
of
anything
course.
more you need to add,
Yeah.
Nicole, or
I'm
are you
just
good?
excited about this
We're-
event, and of course, come to Walnut Grove
The
anytime.
10
We really, love to
Yeah,
have
we're
people.
just
or-
thrilled
the 10
you
stars.
agreed to come
10
back and
stars.
see us and tell us all about this
gosh.
wonderful event. And look at, there's Lewis just screaming at us.
It doesn't.
Never enough moment.
Okay,
No, there
well,
isn't.
we'll see you at the pageant.
Yes,
And
thank you.
remember, everyone, we share small town stories with big town attitude, for we are the women of Sweet Swine County. Bye-bye for now.